What is up, everybody? Polaris here, and today I am going to be showing you the optimal start for your ranked games, and I'll be showing you some new strategies and just the best way to start off to set yourself up for an excellent game. Alright guys, so here you see me select the end of the Buttle Bus path, and you want to make sure you know where that is, and that is going to be very important here in a sec. And you'll see you'll literally get free kills right here, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. So you're going to want to land somewhere around that end spot to set yourself up. So it's important to say, before you even start any ranked game, it's important to be all warmed up. Personally, I like to warm up with reload. It's very forgiving, and you have 3 lives in case you mess up one of them. Alright, so here I'm looking around, just getting mentally prepared for this game. You might even want to stand up, do a couple jumping jacks. Trust me, it actually helps. Alright, so as we're nearing this spot, I'm starting to look down, trying to find a good spot where I'm gonna land, because we don't want to land exactly where the end's gonna be. We want to land somewhere close by so we can get some basic loot. Alright, so I jump out here. You always want to have a very hot drop regardless of where you're going, even if you're not using this strat, because you might have to fight some players off spawn. Looks like I've got one other player here, maybe a couple more. So I want to always be prepared. Now I'm clicking my scroll wheel. When I see items, I want to make sure I know where it is, so I don't just drop on some minis. Like that time, I want to make sure that I drop on a gun. So here I find a chest. I'm gonna loot it up real quick. Alright, at the start of the game you want to make sure that you have the best loot possible and thoroughly loot. You don't want to go to the first fights you see, you want to really look through it. Alright, so here I'm healing up. Don't take any fights as much as possible if you're not at full health. I understand some fights you will have to, but just avoid it at all costs. It's simply not worth it. The odds are not in your favor. So you see me start looking up. That's because this strategy revolves around AFK players. You see those? There are 2 players that they left the game for whatever reason. I don't know. Their mom came in their room. Doesn't matter. And I'm gonna kill him real quick. Looks like another player's actually trying to do the same strategy. So I start fighting him. He hits me really good. Gonna leave. I want to continue the fight. I'm just 2 shots away with that sniper as does 55 damage. I think about shield bubbling, but it's better for me just to leave. It's simply not worth for me to risk this fight. So I'm gonna continue looting, but I'm always gonna make sure I'm safe. I see this chest. Pop it open. Nice. These barrels have a chance of containing minis. It's always good to know. Not barrels, sorry. The ammo boxes, they can have minis. It's actually a pretty good chance. So you should always know that. So here I'm being very cautious. I'm looking around. I don't want to get sniped from anywhere. I'm making sure I'm safe. So here you see I have 2 absolutely free kills. Those guys weren't fighting me back at all. I was at 0 risk except for that other guy. Alright, so here I'm eyeing the spire now. I want that excellent loot. It's best to move around onto zip lines like this in case you start getting shot at. Alright, so I see someone else is fighting. I know I need to be cautious. I know that there's at least one other person. So I'm looking around, making sure no one's already noticed me. And I'm going to start heading over to a spot where I see that guy's fighting. Alright, so I'm heading over. I know I gotta be quick. I see that the spire's at about 2/3 health. Alright, grab a new gun. Now I have a pretty good loadout. No shotgun, but we'll make do with it. Alright, now I'm crouched. I see footsteps. I know that guy is right there. Alright, I see him. I'm gonna start taking my shots at him. Alright, I hit him for, what is that, 123. I see another guy behind the rock, but I'm going to pursue the other one because I know he's low. He leaves. I decided to go for that other guy. Alright. Looking around, making sure that other guy's not second partying me. At this point, I was hoping that the other two players can kill each other because I don't have too much health, but I got scanned right here. So they know where I'm at. Pop open this chest, I get luckier with that gun, okay. They're shooting at me, I get out my sniper. Always great to carry a sniper, by the way. Kill him. Alright, I know that there's still one other guy. You should always be aware of that. So I'm heading over to his loot. I see the other guy. See those footsteps? Especially around the spires, around medallions, you guys should always be careful about other people being around. There are always tons of moles. And honestly, you guys should try being moles for yourselves. It's very rewarding. You can just grab the stuff and leave. Alright, so here I'm probably gonna scan again. Yeah, I see that I'm safe. No one else is here. So I'm ready to start fighting the spire. Alright, gonna heal up here, but I'm already looking over there, making sure. Alright, islands are spawning, but I still gotta finish up this spire. When you're shooting the spires, always try to shoot the glowing parts. It'll kill them a lot faster. Also, the bat gloves, whatever they're called, they're great for killing any boss. Alright, I'm gonna take a sec to make sure that no one's sneaking up on me, that I'm safe. Alright, now I'm going in for the exotic. So get the exotic pump, some bigs, and a new sniper. That's excellent. Right off spawn, I'm ready to take fights now. I have tons of stuff. So now, we're gonna start heading over to the islands, but along the way, I see that 8 chest that I have marked on the map over there. So I'm gonna start heading over to it. Alright. It's great to know the terrain. It's good to be consistent where you go, because I go to Shotgun Solitude quite a bit, and I know that there is that launch pad there. I know that there's one upcoming. The better you know the terrain, that's just an advantage over your enemies. And if you don't know the terrain, you're just missing out on easy, like you can get away way faster. It's just great to know that. Alright, now I'm looking for a car because I'm eyeing the islands. I know that there's a good sniper and a medallion there. The bass booms, excellent movement. You should always try use them when you can. They're excellent for, they can slightly attack and they can get you away pretty fast. Alright, there's unfortunately no cars here in the parking lot, so now I know that I still need that car, so I'm gonna keep going here. I'm hoping that there's still a car in the tunnel. I see the islands, I consider running to them, but it's simply not worth. I'll be faster there with a car. Especially for you zero build players, it's definitely worth always having a car at your side. If you ever get shot at, you know you can get out of there extremely quickly. There's fighting here right around the corner, but I have no interest in that. We're going for the end game. Alright, so now I'm going as fast as I can to the islands. Alright, so I take a look and I see that the medallion's already been taken. So, normally what you do here is you're gonna keep camping the islands. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna fly up and go here. Found a B chest. You always wanna open these chests. They can give you excellent loot. So, as far as endgame goes, it changes a ton. It's very hard to make a guide here, so I'm gonna stop it here as I enter the islands. But one last thing you should know is you should always be very thorough in checking for moles here. I saw one over there. You see that guy, so you always want to take him out. Alright, thank you guys for watching my video. Peace.